the CommCare Data Pipeline is the actual plumbing for moving your data. So it doesn't do all of the analysis for you per se, because we understand in many of your programs, the reality is that you already have systems in place. You have things like SQL environments. You use Azure for some people that I've talked to. Other folks we've talked to use Postgres. So there are other systems that already exist that maybe other programs in your organization already feed their data into. You don't need another data analysis system tacked on top of it. What you need is to make sure that the amazing work that our frontline heroes are doing and collecting that data and putting it into CommCare, that data easily gets somewhere else that your organization already manages. So that's sort of the story we're working with here. And what we want to do is enable you to move that data via this new product called CommCare Data Pipeline, forward, move that data into a system that already exists, and then a third step, which is to forward that data to a tool that you all also already use that's incredibly important for you to visualize it or to share some of the reporting of it. So think DHIS2, think about Superset, maybe Power BI. These are examples of tools that our CommCare Data Pipeline can forward data into already, and we're just going to continue building on top of that as well. So again, this is a pipeline that we've built. We are not reinventing SQL tools. We're not reinventing, Power BI, that type of thing. What we want to do is understand the reality that those tools already exist. What you need is to get your data there quickly and easily, and scale in scale too. So before I hand it off to Rishabh to show you a really, really quick demo, two things. One is that this is a robust foundation for you all to build off of. Second, we are building this similar to the same principles that we build CommCare off of, which is open source, trustworthy, secure. You can download this tool and run it yourselves, even today, if you'd like. It is in an open source code base, but we are preparing to share widely with our audience in Q3 of this year. So we're incredibly, incredibly excited. It's gone through a lot of stress testing and scale work. So hopefully this is going to work super well for some of our customers here. Okay, so I will hand it over to Rishabh to show you a little bit of this.
All right. There we go. Let me just share my screen again. Cool. So I've had the privilege of setting this up for my own self, and I am super excited playing around with this. A majority of my day-to-day conversations with different partners are essentially around creating robust data pipelines from CommCare to other tools that they might be working with. And this allows you to do exactly that. There's broadly three things that are happening here. Data is coming into CommCare from the front lines. All you're doing is setting up exports within CommCare and just enabling certain features within those exports so that they can get connected to this data pipeline right here. Once you've done that, you can, after you put in all your credentials, be able to export all of this data to your own database. And as Kai mentioned, once you've been able to do that, you can also then go in and forward it to services like Power BI, Superset, DHIS2, so on and so forth. So let's see what that really looks like. If I swiped here, actually, if I go back, here's where all of these exports are showing up. I've run them, and now on my database, I've got all of this data from CommCare with the help of that CommCare Data Pipeline. Not only that, within that same pipeline, I was also then able to produce a dashboard like this in Power BI. All of this is happening right from the screen here. And all you have to do is, in a certain order, go in and set up all of these different entities right here, put in your credentials, and then just see the magic happen. We've got logs, which give you full sort of insights into exactly what happened. And the dashboard here is incredibly helpful for you to sort of figure out at a glance how well the pipeline's working.